Good morning. It's March 24th. It's Tuesday. And this is Marcia Johnson, Mrs. Johnson here from Shining Star Waldorf School. We're continuing on with our North American Continental Block for grade 4 and 5. You might hear a little bit of background sound. I have a dog, very active dog, that is over there playing with a little bit of a puzzle toy. And so he's having a lot of fun. This is a regional map of the United States and Canada and Mexico and Central America. And this shows the terrain of the North American continent. And it's a map we've been working off this week from home. And we can see that there are regions that have different types of terrain, which means different kinds of climates and altitude and plant growth, and that's all related to where things are on the earth and how tall they are and where they are compared to the equator or the ends and tops and bottoms of the earth, the poles, and depends on the landmass and how it's formed. So we're learning about the fact that higher lands tend to be colder, drier, less filled with plants. Lower lands tend to be swampy, warmer, sometimes jungly, sometimes deserty. And the farther north you go up in the top there, you get a lot of very flat kind of rocky, thin soil, short seasoned climates because the influence of the North Pole. And so further south you go, you get denser, warmer, more moisture in the air. And of course, when you go down into Central America, you get a lot of influence from the ocean on both sides and the bays. The central part of our country tends to be drier. So we've been using these concepts to create this study, and we used Salto to create a map, and here is my map. I'll try to hold it up here and show you. So there is my map, and I put it onto a piece of paper so you can see it. And again, it's three-dimensional, so from the side you got mountain ranges and flat places. And today we started a little bit of painting. I've got a little tail end of a cold here. Sorry. And so after here's our Caribbean that's floating around by itself, kind of representing those islands. I'm going to show you a little different view here now. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Maybe I can't do it while the camera's on. Okay, I'll have to turn it around. Okay, so I have here my paint palette, and I have mixed some red and orangish red and yellow and blue-green, blue here. And I've got a few little paintbrushes, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix some colors and I'm going to paint them onto here. So just maybe we can do this together. Kind of awkward how to hold the camera, but I guess we'll figure it out. This is certainly not something Waldorf teachers specialize in. So I'm going to take and make a little palette. I'm going to mix some of the colors into my little dish here I have that's waiting for me. And I'm going to mix the reddish and the bluish and the yellow together. And I put mostly blue and yellow so I have some green. And now on my map here, I can paint in some of the areas that are more greenish right onto the Salto. And sometimes you have to give them a couple of coats. for it to really stand out. I can see it from here. You may not get quite a view along the eastern coastlines, the low-lying coastlines around the mountains. And basically what I'm going to do now, and I encourage you to do, is to spend the time to paint the map. And when we're done, maybe I'll put a picture up here somewhere you can see. And then you can kind of show each other how it looks. But that's kind of the finishing part. And that's what I'm going to be spending some time doing. And then I'm going to glue it onto some nice paper and have a nice display here of a beautiful little three-dimensional North American continent project. So, I hope you can finish your project. Again, any other paint or even markers might work. You can certainly mix the colors to make it look nice and beautiful. And you can have a lot of fun with this project. And I look forward to seeing your results. Feel free to send me some copies, a photograph, and we'll be looking for that. And thank you very much for doing this, and I'm hoping you're all having a wonderful day and doing lots of fun, productive work and learning all about our wonderful natural history. So, thank you, and bye-bye.